just a few years back, about 6 years ago, PepsiCo bought Quaker Oats. So now we're under the PepsiCo umbrella. The plant has two manufacturing lines. We bottle 20-ounce and 32-ounce Gatorade and run all the flavors across the board. Back in July of '07, we started a feasibility trial with the reusable plastic pallets. I'll get into the key driver here at the bottom, but we had an issue where a customer refused our finished product due to the poor pallet quality on the wood pallet. So that really kicked things off. We did a 6-month feasibility trial just on that one line. It went extremely well, and after that point, we ended up switching both lines permanently over to reusable plastic pallets. The pallet we chose was an IGPS pallet, standard 48 by 40 inches, and it has RFID technology, so you do have that traceability. As I mentioned, the key driver was really that customer refusing our finished product due to the poor quality. With the wood pallets, we had inconsistent dimensions, missing boards, exposed nails, so that really was really the straw that broke the camel's back and got this project going. Some more key data on the site. We move about 45 to 55 truckloads every day, so a little bit over 1,300 pallets. So we obviously have a lot of volume, a large amount of turns, which made this project successful. The product goes to customer warehouses and a distribution center with varying temperature profiles. Mostly ambient conditions. The pallets interact with conveyors, forklifts, palletizers, which for those of you who may not be in the manufacturing side, that's just an automated piece of equipment that basically stacks cases of product onto a pallet. So in our example, that's how our product gets onto a pallet through a palletizer. Also encounters trailers and shelving. The pallets are directly in contact with OCC corrugate cases of Gatorade, and the rental cost of the plastic pallet was the same as the wood pallet. So that was a huge driver. We didn't want to increase our cost to make the switch, so that, from a financial perspective, was huge with getting this project going. There was a small capital outlay at the beginning of the project just to get the palletizers to run smoothly. We had to make a photo eye adjustment so that it correctly sensed that plastic pallet. There was a difference between the wood and the plastic with the sensitivity of that photo eye. So under $1,000 and a change made in a matter of a couple hours. So here were some of the benefits that we experienced as a result of doing the feasibility trial and after switching both lines over. Really the key one, number one, that we expected was from a customer service perspective. We did not want to have our customers refusing loads of finished product due to the poor pallet quality. So right off the bat, we noticed an improvement there. We still have not, since the switch, we haven't had any refusals of product for that reason. So that was huge. And then we have this whole list here below of other additional unanticipated benefits that we experienced that we really weren't too sure about going into it, but really covers across the board. First off would be production. We were able to eliminate product loss from full pallets of product tipping over. We literally were losing probably hundreds of cases every day with just full pallets of product tipping over due to that inconsistent dimension, due to a missing board. That went away right off the bat. So that improved our production efficiency. From a logistics perspective, the plastic pallet is 25 pounds lighter than the wood pallet. So obviously across the supply chain, as you're talking about transporting and CO2 emissions, huge impact there, and also with fuel consumption. So that was big, and this is something we didn't even know about until after we had implemented it. So from safety and quality impacts, we have a cleaner plant floor. We have less wood debris, less boards on the floor, so not as many slip and trip hazards. From a quality perspective, you don't have all that wood debris and dust circulating throughout your plant, which is very important for a food manufacturer. From a labor perspective, with the previous pallets, we were actually having to inspect those as we received them in to check the quality before we loaded them into our palletizer. So now with the plastic pallets, we're able to just unload and load directly into our machinery without having to do that manual inspection. From a material improvement perspective, and this really was what allowed all these other benefits to be possible, but we had increased durability, consistency, and quality with the reusable plastic pallet. And then obviously we're here at stopwaste.org, so it's important to consider the environmental impact, but the pallets, and John alluded to this too, they are recyclable. So at the end of the pallet life, we are able to provide those back to our pallet supplier, and they're able to regrind and reprocess that material to make new pallets. So that's important. Obviously, promoting forest conservation with the less dependency on wood, and no VOCs. Many times the wood pallets are painted and so forth, so we were able to eliminate that. So to give you a bottom line, reusable plastic pallets have promoted safety and cleanliness, lowered transportation costs, and increased the production performance of the Oakland Gatorade plant, while at the same time reducing solid waste, conserving natural resources, and reducing CO2 emissions. So that pretty much sums it up right there. It was a big win for the plant, and just wanted to share that with you guys so that you can kind of see what some of the benefits are that are out there that you might experience from making a similar switch.